I cannot leave it like that. I can't. I need his good ending, not both of his bad endings, so we're going to continue. And we're going to redo the third date. Load. I'm going to load all the way back to Dad Book.
You've got dads.
Okay. Message. Save and continue. Because, I have a cheat sheet right now to help us through it. Oh my god. Okay. I'm just it's gonna bug me unless I do this. So there's that. So I'm saying this right now. If you are satisfied with the 2 endings I've done with Robert, then feel free to skip this little addition, because I need to see the good ending. I haven't spoken to Robert since that night we drove out to his thinking spot. He seemed unusually somber then, like more so than the usual amount of somber that Robert is, which is already a lot. Please say I'm recording. That would make me so angry if I've done all this and then I wasn't recording. I've been thinking about him and hope he's doing okay, but I've been a little reluctant to reach out to him. Tiny? Hey Tiny, guess who's getting their drink on tonight? I take a look at my Dad Book messages. There's a flurry of them from Robert. Yes, it's you. Also me, mostly. Also me, but mostly you. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna say, yeah, dude. I type back to Robert. Robert, buddy, tonight we ride. Yes! Meet me at Jim and Ken's at 8 p.m. Not that I am unappreciative, but I think this is the first time that Robert's given me more than an hour's warning before hanging out. Amanda pops her head into the hallway. Music I don't recognize blaring from her room. What's up? I'm hanging out with Robert later tonight. Okay, cool. Robert, who's my friend? I have friends. I'm happy for you, Dad. People enjoy my company, Amanda. Dad, I'm so happy for your continued development as a human being. What do you listen to? Dad, I'm gonna say... what would Grandma think? Well, I don't think she cares for the Smiths that much, but I figure if we start her off on Meat is Murder, she'll ease her way into it. No, honey, the language. Oh, she'd hate that. Just promise me you'll lighten up a bit for Grandma. Amanda goes back into her room and turns up the volume to her I put on my going out coat and walk over to Jim and Kim's. I spot Robert leaning against a brick wall smoking a cigarette. As I get closer, I realize that he looks a little different. Cleaner, I guess. It actually seems like he combed his hair and his clothes are less wrinkled than usual. Hey. Hey. You take a shower just for me? I'm working on my relationship with existence. We both stand there for a second, don't say anything. Robert finishes his cigarette and abruptly goes inside. I follow him. By the time I get inside, Robert's already at the bar ordering 2 whiskeys. I spot a booth in the back and claim it for us. Robert slides in and hands me a glass. I'm going to say to you. Here's to your continued existence. We clink whiskeys, and I watch him sip his rather than his traditional approach of slamming the whiskey back as quickly as possible. So what's the plan for tonight? Hit some other bars, maybe grab some pizza. I think that'll some time before we go burn down that old abandoned house in the woods. It's definitely not as fun if it's abandoned. Mary pops over the back of the booth, a glass of wine in her hand. She punches Robert in the shoulder. Where was my phone call? Sorry, figured you were busy sinking your teeth into some poor sap. I am. He's right there. I look around the booth to see a guy sitting across from her. He waves meekly. You're replacing me with a new kid? Mary, I can never replace you, whether I wanted to or not. Mary leaves her booth and slides in next to Robert. The guy she was sitting with looks mildly relieved. He eyes Robert's clean-pressed clothes up and down suspiciously. What? You got a court date coming up? I'm gonna say he'll never convince the jury. You would have had to shave first. Seriously though, what's up with you? Robert stares down at his drink, suddenly looking serious. It's Pappy. Doctors say it's cirrhosis of the liver. I told that old bag of bones to quit it with the sauce, but it's all he's ever known, especially since Ma's gone. That's why I invited you out tonight. Just don't want to be alone. Oh, come on. Honey, don't be an ass. You know the one thing Robert doesn't joke around about is his pappy. Whoops. They're giving him 2 months. I gotta help him straighten out his affairs. Robert, I'm so sorry. Robert takes a long look at his whiskey, eyeing it in the dim glow of the bar's lights. I look at his life, then I look at mine, and I know history is just doomed to repeat itself. Oh my god. I'm just kidding. He's retired with his new girlfriend in Acapulco. They watch the sunset every night. Holy screw like donkeys. Wait, aren't rabbits the one who's supposed to screw a lot? Oh, sorry. Didn't realize you were an expert on which animals screw. Please stop saying the word screw. Robert finishes his drink and slides it away from him. He gets up out of the booth. Me and Tiny are going to hit the bricks. You coming with? Mary casts one glance at the sad sap she's been hunting and downs the rest of her wine in one gulp. This place is dead anyways. We exit the bar and find the typically empty street filled with a small crowd of people. At the front is a guy with a really deliberate attitude and bad posture. He carries a lantern that he shines up at his face for dramatic effect. What's going on? Looks like it's one of those walking ghost tours. They do that in this part of town all the time. I've always wanted to do one of those. You know all the stories are fake, right?
Oh.
Pretty much all my stories are fake. This is research. Robert makes a beeline toward the back of the group. He turns around when he notices that I'm not following him. Come on. We can't just crash it, can we? Don't be so square, Tiny. Just act like you belong. Robert slides up to the tour group. I reluctantly fall into step behind him. Well, here goes nothing. Hey. It was in this place in 1694 that the most infamous witch trials were held. To date, we do not know if the people burned at the stake were actual witches, but it is widely reported that their ghosts still haunt this hapless dive bar to this very day. It was actually 1692.
Hey!
What? And the site was over by the coffee shop down the road. I'm sorry. Who are you? Daniel McSturgis, ghost historian. And this is my colleague, Dr. Let's give an 80s reference. Dr. Loomis, paranormal investigator extraordinaire. We're touring America's most haunted locations as research for our new book. You may have seen our guest cameos on Paranormal House Hunters Extreme Edition. A couple people in the group start nodding. Man, Robert's good at this.
My feelings hurt.
My feelings hurt. Are you guys part of the group? I don't remember seeing you at the first stop. We like to keep a low profile. Easier to catch ghosts that way.
Oh.
They've definitely been here. Been standing next to them the whole time. Thank you, randomly, who I do not know. As I was saying, the epicenter of paranormal activity can be found at the Coffee Spoon, over there. The man who runs it has been plagued by hauntings since he signed the lease. Damn near driven him mad.
Oh.
But whatever you want to say is cool, I guess. It's your tour.
Oh.
Man, didn't know that about Matt. Wait, Robert's making this up. The rest of the tour group listens intently to Robert's every word. I think the tour guide can tell he's losing the group. He seems to be getting flustered.
Whoa.
Thank you for your contribution and knowledge, Mr. McSturgis. Sturgis. Let's move on to the next haunted location. Robert, Mary, and I follow the group down the street. That tour guide shirt is cool. Yeah, everyone in the group gets one if we make it to the final location. I turn to Robert and grab him by the shoulders. I need that shirt. A t-shirt. Well, guess we're in this for the long haul then. Just follow my lead, don't arouse too much suspicion, and we'll have cool ghost shirts in no time.
Oh.
Hey!
Our group arrives in an old, decrepit, colonial-style house.
Whoa.
A quick pause in the tour. My name is Quinn, but most people on the ghost tour circuit call me Tour Master Quinn. I'm a DJ, trivia master, and part-time actor.
Hey!
I do private ghost hunting events, birthday parties, MC bar mitzvahs, and perform traditional vaudevillian mime work. Tour Master Quinn gives out headshots to all of us. His resume is on the back. Stage combat experience. Anyway, here's a little bit of history for you all. This was the home of noted American author Dorothy Pembridge, whose prose was wildly popular in the late 19th century. It was in the attic of this very home where she wrote such classics as The Diaries of the Victorian Mistress, Lady Fitzwilliam's Courtship, and The Ghost of Sea Captain Reginald Barclay. He unfortunately died of consumption shortly after the turn of the century, but several people have reported that on some nights you can see a light from the attic, where the ghost of Miss Pembridge continues work on her latest bestseller. I guess you could say she was consumed by her work.
I am sad.
Yeah, you are sad.
I am so sad.
Oh my god. No reaction from the crowd. This guy needs to work on his dad jokes. Actually, consumption is a popular cover-up. Little known fact is that it was
Bang bang.
I'm pretty sure she passed with consumption. Sure. And we definitely didn't hire Stanley Kubrick to elaborately fake the moon landing. That's the watered-down censored version they teach you in school. If you can't handle the real story, I understand. It's not for the faint of heart. Can we... I think everyone would much rather hear what this world-renowned ghost historian has to say, right, everybody?
Hey.
The group murmurs in agreement. This is a topic we cover extensively in our book. Dr. Loomis, would you care to tell this story?
Hey.
Ooh. I'm going to go with something I know. In the 19th century, Dorothy Pembridge was credited for protecting New York City from potentially world-ending paranormal forces. Despite her success, a ragtag group of ghost hunters were disbanded by government officials. However, after learning that the ghost of Virgo the Carpathian has taken an interest in her son, her and her ghost-busting friends launched a mission to defeat the ghost and once again save New York City. Ghostbusters? Hey, isn't that the plot too? Nope, it's not. Oh my god, look at the smile on Robert's face. Even Mary's like, yeah. The tour guide sees this as an opportunity to take back the group and address us with some razzle-dazzle. Haha, what an interesting story.
Ugh.
Now, I just want everyone to know that the next location is extremely terrifying. If anyone thinks they can't handle it, feel free to excuse yourselves.
Oh my god.
Alright. Alright, I'm bored. Mary turns to a young guy looking at his phone and taps upon the shoulder. Hey, kid. Fancy buying a gal a drink? The guy looks up at her and smiles. Only if the bar is haunted. Honey, I can show you the most haunted place in town. I think I could exorcise your demons, if that's what you're looking for. Oh my god. Don't write checks you can't cash, kid. His eyes go wide. Mary salutes me and Robert. She suddenly pulls me into a hug and murmurs in my ear. When you've known Rob for as long as I have, you know when something's wrong. Keep an eye on him for me tonight, okay? Sure, Mary. Good man. Mary pats me on the back and pulls away. Takes the guy's hand and leads him down the street.
Hey.
Take it sleazy, fellas. God help that poor soul. Mary or the kid? Both.
Oh.
Okay, this is where I royally messed up. I'm fixing it. Our last stop. This burial ground is such a hotbed of horrifying paranormal activity that I'm not even sure where to begin. There's the wailing ghost of the Wharfman, the vampire of Maple Bay, the children of the moonlight. What about the Dover ghost? By this point, the tour guide is clearly irritated with us. What about it?
Oh.
No, nothing. I just think it would be a crime to come all the way out to the cemetery, actual origin of one of New England's most notorious paranormal entities, and not even mention the infamous Dover ghost. That's not a real thing. That is absolutely not a real thing. I think someone needs to brush up on their paranormal history. I know tons about paranormal history. I know every ghost story in this area.
Hi.
I can guarantee there's one you don't know. Robert looks over at me and smiles.
Sup?
Would you folks care to hear the tale of how Loomis and I met?
Big man.
Nope. The entire group shushes the tour guide.
I'm so sad.
Okay, fine. Tell the story. Well, it was a dark and stormy night. I wasn't always a paranormal investigator.
Oh.
Way back when, I was just a
Ah!
traveling grifter. Moving from town to town, always looking for my next mark. It wasn't an easy life, but I had fun. Taking from the rich, giving to the poor. Actually, also taking from the poor. I had a shaky moral foundation. I happened upon the quiet town of Maple Bay quite by accident, but little did I know that this city had a dark side. Now, about the same time, I was just starting out as an apprentice, a rather famous ghost hunter, who was an old family friend of mine. I carried the equipment, operated the EVP machine, all that. Wait, yes? Who was the famous ghost hunter?
Hey.
Well, I don't like to name drop, but Georgia Mathers. The tour group gasps.
Hey!
Georgia Mathers, she's a legend. You know her? Knew her. Amazing woman. Passed mysteriously. Miss you, Georgie.
Hey.
Anyway, we were in Maple Bay investigating some reports of strange lights and sounds coming from the cemetery late at night. Now, we had been warned by the old crypt keeper that this place was highly dangerous, but Georgia was never one to shy away from an adventure. We camped out in the center of the cemetery for 3 nights straight. Sorry, my voice. We endured your so-called wailing watchmen. Wailing ghost of the wharf. Whatever. Your stupid vampire was just a teenager in a mask. But the Dover ghost, man. Tell him, Loomis. So there I was, just walking back to my hotel after a long day of... working a couple short cons. Classic pigeon drop scam. Putting out feelers for a ripe deal. I was gonna steal a baby. Probably. Would have made me rich. I found myself walking past this very cemetery. Now, I was never a very superstitious man, but something seemed off. I could hear some sort of commotion happening deep within the graveyard, and I felt compelled to investigate. And thank gosh you did. Georgia and I were conducting a seance in the mausoleum. At first, things were pretty normal, but after about an hour, everything went south. Playing back the EVP meter, we were able to hear a single word.
Huh?
Run.
Oh.
The air suddenly went cold. Something was very, very wrong. I just knew we weren't alone. We started to hear this faint, distant scraping noise, like something being dragged across the ground. It got louder and louder, until it was deafening. Some kind of demented howl.
Mm-hmm.
And then I felt it. Something, grabbing my ankle. Robert had the whole crowd hook, line, and sinker. You could hear a pin drop. I've only cried twice in my life. Once was at the birth of my daughter. Other was when that thing started dragging me. I wasn't sure where it was taking me, but I knew it was no place I wanted to go. I was sure I was going to pass. The moment I crossed the gate into the cemetery, I heard this god-awful screeching. I ran to the mausoleum just in time to see a man being pulled across the floor by... God, to this day, the mere thought of it ties my stomach in knots. It looked like a man, but like... I glanced at Robert. Like someone who didn't know what a man was supposed to look like. Tried to put one together. The arms were too long. His eyes glowed red. It was like a walking shadow. What'd I do? What any good person would do. I lunged for... Dude, what was his fake name again? Daniel. Yes! I got so wrong last time. I grabbed his hand and entered in tug of war with the unholiest of forces.
Huh?
I thought I was going to be torn in half.
Oh.
But I had God on my side. The pocket Bible I always kept on me fell out of my shirt pocket, and to this day I can remember what passage it opened up to. Ecclesiastes 12:7. Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto God who gave it. I have no idea where Robert pulled that verse from. Yes! With a horrifying howl, the entity finally relented. Daniel and I collapsed into the ground exhausted. We were both covered in blood. Damn creature clawed in my chest. Got me real good. Had to get 16 stitches. Robert pulls down the collar of his shirt to reveal a long, wicked scar across his pecs. And that's how I got this scar.
Oh.
I followed Georgia Mathers to the ends of the earth. We faced exorcisms, demons, poltergeists that threw out our equipment across the room. I had never seen Georgia so scared. She was never the same after that, and neither was I. Watching what happened to Daniel and Georgia shook my faith, and I came out of that experience a better man and a better friend. And we've been brothers ever since. The tour group gives us a round of applause. Daniel, Robert, and I share an emotional hug. As he embraces me, I can smell the cologne on his neck. Wow, Robert does clean up good. I find myself lingering a little too long on the hug. The tour guide seems to have bought it. Even he's wiping a tear from his eyes. Thank you, thank you. It's an honor to be able to share our story. Be sure to watch out for our book. Paranormal Excursions of the Supernatural Ice Road Ghost Truckers. Robert has to suppress a laugh at that one.
Hey.
Well, I think you both definitely earned your t-shirts. Yes, and I get a t-shirt too. The tour guide hands us the coveted t-shirts. He then slips us both his business card and leans in close. If you guys are ever in need of a professional actor, balloon animal artist, Elvis impersonator, or nude model, Please don't hesitate to contact me.
Oh.
You got it, buddy. After a couple of tourists take selfies with us, we split away from the group and walk home. That was incredible. I really can't believe they bought all that. I didn't know you had it in you, Tiny. Excuse me, Dr. Loomis. That bit about the pocket Bible was aces. Although, given the Dover Ghost's glowing red eyes, was a little cliche. And the Kubrick conspiracy theory bit wasn't?
Oh.
All a part of the character. Well, we got the shirts out of it. We arrived in front of Robert's house. Want to have a drink? You trying to poison me? I know where this goes. Small, I know the steps. 1 second, I'm sipping delicious aged scotch. The next, I'm foaming at the mouth and you've taken over the throne.
Hi.
Long live the king, baby. Robert leads me inside. I can't help but think of what Mary said to me. Robert Deems did seem a little bit off, but that completely disappeared when we were joking around with the ghost tour. I don't know. He's hard to read. While I'm thinking, I hear claws skittering across the floor. Oh God, it's his pit bull. I'm about to be torn to shreds. I shut my eyes tight and brace for impact. Betsy, hey, be nice. I don't feel anything but tiny paws scratching at my shoes. I open my eyes. Oh my God. That was so cute. And she's like, Dirt. Betsy? Okay, that's freaking adorable. I'm glad we get to see the dog. Aww. Robert's dog jumps away from me, running around in circles and sniffing Robert's legs. He pats her on the head. Hey, that's not a pit bull. This is the cutest, dumbest Boston Terrier I've ever seen. Betsy, you're not a pit bull? And you weren't taken out by the Dover Ghost? Betsy's made of tougher stuff than that, ain't you, girl? Betsy rolls over for some well-deserved belly rubs.
Hey.
I just keep a picture of a large pit bull in my wallet in case of emergencies. Comedic emergencies. We make our way to Robert's living room. For a quiet man with arguably the oldest pickup truck that can be legally driven, the place is amazing. There are sleek, modern appliances throughout the room, with a big flat-screen TV mounted on the wall. He has shelves upon shelves of DVDs. Guess he wasn't lying about being really into cinema. He pours us both glasses of whiskey from a well-stocked bar in the corner while Betsy curls up on a pile of cushions. So, how did you really get that scar? And don't tell me you got it fishing for Alaskan king crabs in the Bering Sea or something. You trained me too well. Robert laughs and takes a sip of his drink. Now we get to hear more about the daughter. My daughter and I were riding our bikes. I hit a rock, flew over the handlebars, and then we went to the hospital. And that's it.
Oh.
Not a very interesting story. I've never heard you talk about your daughter. Well, I have one. Oh, that's her. He points at a picture on the wall of a very serious little girl with dark eyes. Yep, that's definitely Robert's daughter. How old is she? 25, 26? Not too sure. Does she live around here?
Whoa.
No, Val lives back home in Brooklyn. Works at some new media online magazine thing. Makes buckets, though. He suddenly seems really serious. I probably shouldn't press him about it.
Oh.
You like Santana?
Hi.
Yes. Great. Robert puts on Santana, then takes a seat on the couch next to me. He suddenly downs his drink in one gulp. Oh, poor thing. Hey, are you alright? Oh no. Come on, hon. He's trying to cover up. Robert leans in and kisses me, the taste of whiskey burning my lips. I'm surprised at first, but slowly relax into his arms. He pulls away slightly, his lips barely brushing against my mouth. I am now. I can't say anything, at best managing a sigh. Robert leans in again, kissing me harder. Oh, geez, come on, man. So he's pulling this route to avoid talking about stuff. That's what it is. Okay. I mean, it makes sense. Poor thing. He's probably thinking, if I seduce, I don't have to talk about my daughter. Robert leans in again, kissing me harder. He pulls my bottom lip between his teeth and bites lightly, not slightly. I saw it lightly and sliding, and my brain just mixed them together for a second. Sliding a hand under my shirt, my heart pounds in my chest as he lies us both down on the couch. He kisses a trail down my neck, his teeth grazing my skin. I just wait. It's not that. He's trying. And what doesn't help. Yes, I am blushing. It doesn't help that yes, there is Robert on the screen. But when there's audio from Robert, it's Dan Avedon. That doesn't help at all. Take a drink real quick. See how far this goes. I have one. I have at least two more choices to do for Roberts. This is embarrassing for me to read, though. Robert bites down and I have to stifle a moan. Stop. Oh. Robert stiffens up and pulls away. No biting. No. I'm more than okay with that. Something's up. The music just... Robert runs a hand through his hair and looks away. I'm fine. I've just been kind of stressed out. Tired. Not a big deal. I'm gonna push it. Listen, I want this as badly as you do, but I know something's wrong. I need to make sure that you're okay. Robert stares at the ground.
Oh.
You don't know me that well, Tiny. I'm not a good person. He takes a deep breath. I spent my whole life only taking and taking and taking. And now here I am, an old, broken man sitting on top of a pile of everything I've ever taken, alone. But I want to know you. You don't have to keep hiding behind fake stories and acting like you don't have feelings. It's... He sighs heavily. It's Val. She's visiting tomorrow. She wants to patch things up. Are you... I'm sorry, but... is this a bit? No. When was the last time you saw her? 3, 4, I think. Jesus. Months?
I don't know.
Years? Oh, poor guy. I sit up straight. Jesus, Robert, what happened between you two? I don't want to talk about it. Robert and I sit in silence, neither of us wanting to look at each other. Both of us unsure of what to do next. Fine. Things were already bad between us. I cared about her. I always did. Things just got in the way, and before I knew it, she was leaving for college, wanting nothing to do with me. Marilyn and I moved out here to settle down. We thought it would help to get away from all the distractions, all the money, the drinking. But temptation gets to you. I tried to be better, but I just couldn't. And then the accident changed everything. I think every day about how she must have passed hating me. I never became the better man that she wanted me to be, the one she always saw in me. She was the last thread Val and I had connecting us together. I didn't know that when I lost my wife, I was going to lose my daughter too. Robert. I spent so much time chasing after things I thought were going to make me happy that I ruined my only real chance at happiness. Now my wife is gone and my daughter hates me. And then I convinced myself that this, he gestures vaguely in my direction, was going to make me happy. Why do I even try anymore? I'm so sorry. I know how hard it is to... No, you don't. How could you possibly know how this feels? You did everything right. Your daughter loves you. You're a good person. I was a terrible husband, and I'm an even worse father. I have no idea why she's even bothering to contact me now. I know I'm just gonna get up just like I always do. I'm broken. I shouldn't even go. Robert puts his head in his hands. I have to tell him what he needs to hear. Nothing's going to change until you do. Robert pauses. He looks at me. There are a lot of things in my life that I regret, that I wish I could take back or do over, and it hurts so much to know that I can't. But what I can do, and what you have the privilege of doing tomorrow morning, is to wake up and try to be a better person than you were the day before. Things aren't going to fix themselves tomorrow or the next day, and patching things up with Val isn't going to solve all your problems either, but nothing is going to change if you don't. And you can't love someone else, and you can't love anyone else until you stop hating yourself. And you're right. I don't know you that well, but you have the same capacity for good that we all have, and I know you can find it. Val is giving you a chance. Don't waste it. But, Robert, listen to me. It's gonna be okay. But, oh, poor guy. I lean over and embrace Robert, pulling him in as tightly as I can. He buries his head on my shoulder, hugging me back. I am so glad that I decided to do this again, do the third act again, or the third date again, and try to make things right. It's going to be okay. I place a hand on the back of his head and stroke his hair. He shudders, then sobs, and I realize that he's crying. Thank you. We stay there for a while, holding each other. We both eventually drift off to sleep. He so needed that, though.
Uh-oh, where'd my pants go?
Danny! Oh my god. Hmm. Okay. And then I'm going to skip forward to the part where we actually spend time with I almost said spend time with Danny. Spend time with Robert. Hold on one second. All right. Nice. You're so pretty. I don't think I recognize that girl by the snack table. I should go say hello. Hi, I don't think we've met. Oh, we've met years ago. And I'm here for my revenge. What? That's gotta be Robert's daughter. You're Robert's kid, aren't you?
Huh?
Hold on. I guess that makes you tiny, huh? She is so pretty. Yeah, it's nice to meet you. I'm glad Robert brought you along. You promised there would be free food, so that's kind of hard to pass up. And look, I don't know you, but can I get real with you for a sec? My old man's a real closed book, you know. Me and him, we got a long way to go. You don't erase decades of neglect in a week, but you sure can get tired of staying angry about it. That kind of bitterness, it poisoned you, I think. I'm too young for that. Anyway, lately he's been better, a lot better. And between him shaving for once and how much he talks about you, I get the feeling you have something to do with it.
Huh?
So, thanks. Robert means a lot to me. I'm glad he's getting better. Just keep an eye on him while I'm not around, okay? Or else. What? I'm kidding. Or am I? Yeah, that's Robert's daughter. I don't know why I'm like this. I think it runs in the family. Amanda trots up to the conversation. Hey, I love your necklace. And your hair. I love her hair too. And just, geez, your whole vibe is cool. Thanks. I like your jacket. My girlfriend collects pins too. Oh, this is my daughter Amanda. Amanda, this is Robert's daughter Val. Nice meeting you. I heard you're a photographer.
Oh.
Aspiring photographer. I'm going to school for it. You take pictures? Yes. Then you're a photographer. Welcome to the biz. Val hands Amanda a business card. This is awesome. If you're ever looking for internships, shoot me an email. Anyway, I need to go make friends with that woman over there who's dual-wielding wine glasses. Catch you later. Also, notice that when Mary is standing, her hand is still like she's holding a wine glass even though there's nothing in it. Val walks away. She's so cool. Gave me her business card. She touched my hand. Congrats, you just networked for the first time. I'm a regular business lady now. Quarterly projections, stock market, synergy. While you're making a fortune as a businesswoman, I gotta keep this party going. Catch you around, Pops. Okay, and then there's Brian. Skip ahead. Okay, let's pick this back up. As the party starts to wind down, I take a seat in our back porch step. The sun is setting and everyone seems to have eaten their fill. Amanda wanders over and sits next to me. admit, party pops. What can I say? I was inspired. So, I also have something for you. For me? Why? Not to be completely genuine about my feelings for once or anything, but growing up wasn't easy. But it could have been a lot harder if it wasn't for you. Dad, you've been there for me through everything. There's been times in my life when you were my only friend. I was really scared of going to college and being so far away from you. But I realized that everything you've done for me has been to prepare me for this, and I'm ready. I wouldn't be who I am today without you. Don't cry, don't cry. Swear to God, Tiny, if you cry again. You're the best, Dad. I love you. And I'm crying. Anyway, that was enough emotional vulnerability for one day. Present time. Amanda hands me a tiny wrap package. I tear the wrapping off to find a framed picture of me and Amanda. It's us. Kind of shocking all of our photo albums are just pictures of me, huh? I figured we needed at least one photo together before I leave. Amanda, thank you. Watching you grow up has been the happiest experience of my life. You're such a talented, intelligent young woman, and I'm so excited to see what the future holds for you. Knock 'em dead, kid. Always do. Amanda and I share a hug. This is only the beginning, Pops. Plenty more memories for us down the road. Memories to make and stuff to break, right?
Ugh.
Oh, I'm gonna break so much stuff. Intentionally and unintentionally. You're probably gonna have to pay for most of it. It would be my honor. Amanda hops up. Looks like someone's been waiting to talk to you. I glance over to the back of the yard where Robert is sitting on a bench beneath our cherry blossom tree. He smiles at me. I'll leave you to it. Me and the Emmas are going to go get ice cream.
Pew!
Love you, Pops. I guess she patched things up with the Emmas. Amanda runs off to join her friends. I take a seat next to Robert as the last guests make their way out of the party. Hey. Robert gestures vaguely to the snack table. Good stuff. Yep. So, I had a chance to talk to Val.
Sup?
She physically threatened you? Yeah. That's my girl. She said you've been... Oh, I love the effect of the cherry blossoms. I don't think this happened last time. She said you've been doing better. Trying to work on the vices. I also showered today. We sit in silence for a moment. You know, every day for me is a battle against my own self-destructive habits. But lately, it's gotten a little easier. Thanks for talking some sense into me. It's hard to get things through my thick skull sometimes, but what you said that night has actually helped. I'm glad. I like you, Tiny. I like you a lot. I haven't felt this way about someone in a long time. I lean in and kiss him for a moment before he pulls away. He takes my hand in his.
Hey.
You're special to me. But I have some stuff I need to work on. Emotionally. Before I can get into anything romantic with you. You deserve better than who I am right now. I need to be on my own for a bit. Figure some things out. Of course. I think what you need right now is a friend, and I'm very happy to be that for you. Thank you. That means a lot to me. And if you're ever ready for more than that, you know where to find me. Let's hunt ghosts sometime? I would love that. I put my head on his shoulder and we watch the sun slowly dip below the horizon together. I love this photo. Yes, we got the photograph. That's so cute. Okay. Let's check the gallery. Okay. Okay, so again, because of switching computers and the data not going over, I don't have the Robert, or not the Robert one. I think I got one from Matt. I'm not completely sure. But I'll probably go back and play Matt's route on my own, just so I can get that for the photo gallery. Let me... Oh good, I was in streamer safe mode. So let me switch really quick so I can give like final thoughts on stuff. Yep, there we go. Okay. Final thoughts on things. I'm so glad that I went through and made one last episode and just went through Robert's storyline and redid that last date. It made it so worth it. Yes, he was like, no, I got to work on myself, blah, blah, blah. But it's not total rejection. We get to stay friends. And it's just the so much better outcome than the other two, where he just like either flat ignores me or gets mad. And it's like, nah. So I hope you enjoyed also seeing this final episode if you stuck around to watch it. And so that concludes my Robert route. Part of me kind of wishes that they would do like a part 2 of Dream Daddy, but I don't think that would happen because I personally would love to see more of Robert and the main character, and see Robert come back and be like, okay, I'm ready for the relationship now, because I think that'd be really cool. So next up, I have been requested to do Damien's route. So that's going to be an interesting route to do. I'm going to be taking a bit of a break from this game to play some other games. I've got some Final Fantasy 14. I got some World of Warcraft to play. So yeah. I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Again, I'm so happy that I went through and I'm sometimes my stubborn streak pays off. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. That's going to be all for now. Thank you so much for watching. Please stay safe, stay happy, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.